Hi, my name is Stewart Burns. I'm a partner with the law firm of Burns, Garner Law Firm in Gadsden, Alabama. I've been a lawyer for more than 25 years, and I've had a focus of representing personal injury claimants in court. Now, I want to talk to you today about things that you should know and things that you should do once you've been in a car wreck and received injuries. Besides receiving treatment right off the bat, the first thing that you should do is you should hire a lawyer. The insurance industry has studied the difference in recovery of people who have a lawyer versus those who do not have a lawyer. And those who have a lawyer receive, on average, more than 3 times the recovery of the person who does not have a lawyer. The second reason you need a lawyer, other than the obvious of having to navigate in court if you get that far, is you need to know what insurance is available to you to cover you for your injuries. Sometimes the person at fault in the car wreck does not have insurance. Most people do not know that they may have insurance through their own policy to cover them, or through the policy covering the car that you're in if you're a passenger. That insurance is called uninsured motorist coverage, and the insurance company will not generally tell you about that coverage nor advocate for you, because you're actually going to go most of the time against your own insurance to recover that insurance benefits that you've paid your premiums for. The problem a lot of times is the person who's at fault doesn't have insurance, or she doesn't have enough insurance. In that case, if you have uninsured motorist coverage on your own policy, or the car that you're in has a policy covering it with uninsured motorist coverage, then that coverage comes in the event that there is no coverage by the at-fault driver, or there's not enough coverage. And like I say, you need the lawyer to go through and find out what coverage you have to see if there's insurance available, because if there's not insurance available, many times it's just not worth the effort of going forward with the claim. The second thing you need to do, besides hiring a lawyer, is you need to hire an experienced trial lawyer, not just any lawyer. Many times the lawyer will have to file the case because the case will not settle with the adjuster. The insurance company sometimes will not offer what the case is worth, and the lawyer will have to file the case in court. And in those cases, the lawyer needs to have the experience, needs to have been in court trying personal injury cases, so he'll know what it's about. And the most important issue here is, if the lawyer has not been trying cases, has not been trying personal injury cases, and many times before a jury, then what you're going to find out is the lawyer is going to settle your claim for a lot less than what it's worth, because he or she fears going to court. And that's a major problem, especially in bigger cases where a lot of money is involved. So when you're out looking for a lawyer, you need to talk to your friends and family, look on the internet, see what the reputation of the lawyer is, go talk to a lawyer and see if you have rapport with that lawyer, see if you have trust with that lawyer, and if you do, hire the lawyer. The third thing you need to do in a personal injury case is you need to follow up with your medical care. Oftentimes, a person injured in a car wreck will go to the emergency room on the day of the wreck, or many times right after the wreck in an ambulance, but sometimes on the same day. And afterwards, the person who's injured will not follow up and get additional medical care, even though their injuries and problems and symptoms persist. If you don't follow up with medical care, the assumption is going to be made by the insurance company and a jury that if you were not seeking medical care, you must not be injured, or you must have recovered fully and had no further problems. When you tell the insurance company or the jury that you're still hurt, but there's no medical record showing that you've continued to follow up with a doctor and you've continued to have problems, then that's going to be a problem on your case. So if you're continuing to have problems and symptoms, you need to follow up, go see a doctor, and continue to see the doctor as long as you're having the problems and the symptoms and so forth. And it may end up that you turn out that you've got problems that require surgery. Many times back injuries and so forth don't show up right off the bat. They linger and get worse, and you have a nerve impingement and you later find out. But you need to follow up with medical care and get medical treatment for your injury. The fourth thing you need to do is you need to not settle your case until you're fully recovered or you've reached the maximum recovery you're going to reach. A lot of times people get in a hurry and they try to settle their case before they have actually fully recovered, and once you do that, once you settle your case and you sign a release, it doesn't matter that you later found out that you have a major back injury and you need surgery. You can't go back to the insurance company and try to renegotiate the settlement. Once you sign the release, it is over. It doesn't matter what other injuries or other problems you find. So do not settle your case until you've reached the maximum recovery that you're going to reach. The fifth thing you need to do is, once you've hired a lawyer and you've hired an experienced lawyer that you trust, then follow his advice. If he gives you an opinion as to the value of your case or the range of the value of your case, you need to follow that opinion. Now, if you have a difference of opinion with your lawyer, then tell him what you think your case is worth and tell him why you think it's worth that. The lawyer, if he's experienced and he's a compassionate lawyer, he's going to listen to you, and you may persuade the lawyer that the value of the case is higher, or in some cases lower than what the lawyer thinks it is. And if he has an open mind, and he should, he'll listen to you. So you can give your lawyer what you think the case is worth, but don't insist with the lawyer that you have your way on this, because most of the time the lawyer is going to have a significant amount of experience and will have a lot more knowledge about what the value of the case than you will. So if you are going to hire a lawyer, and you should, and you hire an experienced lawyer and one with a good reputation, then follow their advice. The final piece of advice I would like to give you is, don't hire a TV lawyer. And what I mean by a TV lawyer is not a lawyer necessarily that advertises on TV, but a lawyer who advertises on TV but is not going to be the lawyer that you have when you go to his law office and hire his law firm. There's a lot of lawyers that will have billboards, they'll have all kind of TV ads on the station. You'll see them all the time. Most of the time, that lawyer is nothing more than a pitch man. He is not going to be your lawyer. So you're hiring somebody you think is going to be your lawyer, but you find out after you sign the contract he's not going to be your lawyer. So I would advise you to ask around, find out the reputation of the lawyer you would like to hire, make an appointment with a lawyer, and again, go see if you have a rapport with that lawyer. See if you like the lawyer. See if you think you can trust the lawyer. And if so, hire that lawyer. But don't hire someone you think you're hiring just because he's making a TV ad.